This presentation is relating to Geotab resellers and my company's involvement with helping them turnkey mobile deployments that require tablets, vehicle mounting options, wireless data plans, support, and making the life of the Geotab reseller easier. So if that's not where you think you are, then now's a good time to leave. My name's Adam, and thank you all for coming. Real quickly about eSquared, we were founded in 2000, so we're 20 years old. So next year, that means we can go get a beer, I guess, when we turn 21. Our role is helping software companies in general deploy mobile applications, whether it's on hardware and the relating accessories and mounting options. We're 160 people and growing. We're based in Tempe, and we have hundreds of thousands of devices in the field with this exact type of deployment that I'm talking about now. Our sweet spot is really the mid-market to enterprise level customers, but we really work with anybody. If your fleet's only 5 trucks or if it's 5,000 trucks, we have a solution that can fit. So what problems are we trying to solve here? Historically, a Geotab reseller will have a customer go directly to a wireless carrier to get a tablet and a wireless data plan without realizing that that carrier sells a competing solution. So at times, the reseller would lose a deal because he essentially invited competition directly into that deal. So Geotab wanted to kind of close that ecosystem and have kind of an in-house solution that can provide all the stuff a carrier can provide without inviting competition into the deal. And we have thousands and thousands of devices deployed with Geotab currently, so the partner's been successful. So what are the components of what we do? There's a procurement piece where you need a tablet and you need a vehicle mounting option. There is some labor involved. You need software loaded on the tablet. You need a way to lock down the tablet so the drivers can't do whatever they want to do. You need provisioning of a wireless data plan. You need a support function. So when something goes wrong, you need somebody to call to help fix it. So we do all of those things. We can do them a la carte, or we can do them all in one bundle package. So what does it take to get a customer alive? You have to buy, like we said, a tablet and a mount. Provisioning services, so we'll load the Geotab Drive app, we'll load the mobile device management application, we'll load any third-party applications the customer wants, and we'll lock down everything else so they can't be on YouTube or watch Game of Thrones or anything else you might imagine that they might watch. And then we'll ship it around the country wherever the customer wants them to go. And then we transition that customer from kind of a deployment phase into more of a long-term care phase, which we call stay alive. So what does it take to stay alive? First, we have a 24-hour-a-day help desk in our office in Tempe, Arizona, staffed by our staff, always in the office, not homebody or not overseas. We do everything from the biggest pain in the industry, which is RMA management and replacement. We do application pushing, application updating, software updating, and then manage customers' seed stock. So your big customers want to be able to deploy new devices immediately without waiting 3-4 weeks for us to place an order and then provision it. So we'll manage seed stock at our warehouse as well. We do the mobile device management maintenance. So for example, Geotab comes out with a new iteration of Drive and you need that pushed to the tablet. You can either do it manually by touching every tablet, or we can just do it at the push of a couple buttons over the air, and the customer never knows the difference other than Drive is now updated. We can monitor the device health, which means if a device is going to run out of battery, we can set an alert. If you're using too much data usage, we could set an alert. There's a lot of different things you can do through the mobile device management. And then we manage and provide reporting on your inventory. So we know who has what tablet, we know how much data they're using, we know what department they're in, pretty much whatever report a customer or a column a customer would want, we can provide reporting to that metric. The main tablets that we work with are Samsung. There's a rugged version called the Tab Active 2, and there is a consumer-grade tablet called the Tab A. Believe it or not, the Tab A is more adopted, probably at about an 80% level just because it's less expensive. But Samsung does have that IP military spec Tab Active 2, which is an awesome device. It just costs more. Vehicle mounting sounds like it should be easy, but it's probably one of the more complicated things to buy because you have so many options. How do you want it to charge? Do you want it to charge hardwire or cigarette lighter adapter? Do you want to plug a cable into the tablet, or do you want to have it plug or charged by a docking station? You have so many choices, and we have a good, better, best kind of model based on what customers want to spend and what features they want. And I put some pricing that's close pricing, but based on scale it can change. But that's roughly, you can go from a low-end $30 mount all the way up to about $125 mount. Also, and almost lastly, peripheral devices. Your customers are buying other solutions from somewhere. And potentially, again, you can invite competition into your deal if you don't have somebody who can help you with that. So like a Zebra scanner or a mobile printer, those items, a barcode scanner, things like that. We can provide all those things to customers as well. MDM lockdown, this is kind of like the quarterback of the whole solution. Mobile device management makes this whole thing go and allows you to control the whole ecosystem of the solution. What are the three main important things? Number one, it locks down the tablet so it can only do what you want it to do. You can imagine all sorts of things that you would do on a tablet, and it also uses up your data, so it's a cost-saving measure as well to lock it down. Number two, the pushing of applications and the updating and the deleting of applications. Back in the day, that was a very manual process. Now it's very fast, easy, and turnkey if you have an MDM. And number three, what we haven't hit on yet, but might be the most important component, is a remote control feature, meaning our technician can fully log in to the device, see what the driver sees. Reason that's important is because some of these drivers are not the most technically savvy folks sometimes, so they need, and keep in mind they're talking to a customer support tech who might be 23 years old, so they're not speaking the same language anyway. We can remote in, help fix the problem, or at least diagnose the problem without too much driver frustration. So now I'll turn it over to any questions anybody has. There's contact information here, and I think you're going to have access to the presentation afterwards anyway. But if anybody has any questions, I'd be glad to field them.
Does anyone have questions for Adam?
Grab the mic. She'll give you a mic.
Oh.
Is the Tab Active DOT compliant or just the Tab A's?
As far as we know, the Tab Active is fully compliant.
Okay. We can look that up.
All right. Any other questions?
I don't know if you heard the question. The question was, is the Tab Active DOT compliant? As far as we know, that answer is yes. We've deployed thousands, maybe tens of thousands, so I hope it is. There was an initial release called the Tab Active, not the Tab Active 2. That could be it.
All right. Any other questions for Adam? Nope. All right, Adam, thank you for your presentation. If you have any more questions, feel free to visit them at their booth, E2CC, eSquared. Have a great afternoon at Connect 2020.
Bye.